Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope we're doing great today. Happy Saturday. We've got 16 matchups on this MLB slate today. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, guys. We're going our way to, I believe, 22K subs or 22.1, so keep up the good work. Check out all my betting links in the description below to get in on the action. Really good promos, especially with FanDuel. New customers bet 5, get 150 in bonus bets if you win. So take advantage of that in the description below, guys. And yeah, we'll hop in it. Big slate today, 16 matchups, starting with a doubleheader between the Texas Rangers versus the New York Yankees. Our Yankees opening up as home favorites at -160. The Rangers +130 with the over-under at 9. Rangers coming into this matchup 54-61. The Yankees 68-48. Pitching for the Rangers is Nathan Eovaldi with an ERA of 3.62. Pitching for the Yankees is Carlos Rodon with an ERA of 4.23. Eovaldi, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 5 runs, had 7 strikeouts. Rodon, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 8 strikeouts. The Rangers on a 2-game losing streak, coming off back-to-back Houston losses. Yankees are coming off back-to-back Angels losses here. Yankees 15-5 at home on a Saturday. Interesting stat there. Eovaldi coming off some, rougher starts on the mound. Rodon coming off some solid starts. Nothing too crazy, but I'm liking the Yankees. I picked them last game in this matchup to win, and yeah, I'm gonna take the Yankees at home in game 1. Next matchup, we got the Texas Rangers versus the New York Yankees. Yankees opening up as home favorites at -180. The Rangers +150 with the over-under at 9.5. Rangers coming into this matchup 54-61. The Yankees 68-48. Pitching for the Rangers is Cody Bradford with an ERA of 3.96. Pitching for the Yankees is Garrett Cole with an ERA of 5.09. Bradford, his last start, he pitched 3 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 5 strikeouts. Cole, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 4 strikeouts. The Rangers, obviously the stats are the same here. Garrett Cole, 2 of his last 3 starts have been quality games here, giving up 2 and 1 runs. Bradford coming off a 3-run game, been pretty decent on the mound for the Rangers. I'm just not a fan of doubleheaders. I'm really not. Just not my thing. I think I'm just going to double down on the Yankees. I like them both at home. They play well at home. I'll take the Yankees in both game 1 and game 2. Next matchup, we got the Oakland Athletics versus the Toronto Blue Jays. Toronto opening up as home favorites at -140. Oakland +120 with the over-under at 9. Oakland coming into this matchup 48-69. Toronto 54-62. Pitching for Oakland is Osvaldo Bido with an ERA of 4.64. Pitching for Toronto is Yariel Rodriguez with an ERA of 3.86. Bido, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Rodriguez, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Oakland coming off a Toronto loss. Toronto coming off back-to-back wins here, beating Oakland 3-1 yesterday. Oakland just 2-7 against Toronto, 2-11 on the road against Toronto. They've really struggled against Toronto here. Rodriguez coming off that 0-run game. Definitely probably his best start of the season here. Yeah, I'm liking Toronto with how bad Oakland's been against Toronto here, especially on the road. I'm going to take the Blue Jays at home. Next matchup, we've got the Houston Astros versus the Boston Red Sox. Boston opening up as home favorites at -120. Houston +100 with the over-under at 10.5. Houston coming into this matchup 60-55. Boston 61-53. Pitching for Houston is Spencer Arrighetti with an ERA of 5.33. Pitching for Boston is Josh Winkowski with an ERA of 3.44. Arrighetti, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, had 12 strikeouts. Winkowski, his last start, he pitched 3 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Houston on a 3-game winning streak, beating Boston yesterday as an underdog, 8-4. Nice underdog win for them. They are 4-1 against Boston, 5-1 on the road against Boston. So they've been very good against Boston here. Arrighetti coming off a good start, but he's had some rough starts on the mound for sure. Winkowski's been solid for them, but I'm really liking Houston. Slight underdog today, and I think a pretty good value on them the way they played yesterday. Arrighetti can have a good game here. I'll take the Astros plus 1.5 on the road today. Next matchup, we got the San Diego Padres versus the Miami Marlins. Padres opening up as road favorites at minus 180. The Marlins plus 150 with the over-under at 8.5. Padres coming into this matchup 65-52. The Marlins 43-74. Pitching for the Padres is Matt Waldron with an ERA of 3.79. Pitching for the Marlins is Roddery Munoz with an ERA of 5.68. Waldron, his last start, he pitched 5 innings. Gave up 1 run, had 7 strikeouts. Munoz, his last start, he pitched 3 innings. Gave up 4 runs, had 2 strikeouts. Padres, they're on a 6-game winning streak, beating Miami yesterday 6-2. I mean, they're playing great right now. 11-1 on the road, 4-1 on the road against Miami, where they've been very good here. Munoz, he's given up 12 runs on his last 3 starts. He's been getting lit up a bit here, but I like the Padres. They're on a heater right now. I'll take San Diego on the road today. Next matchup, we got the Los Angeles Angels versus the Washington Nationals. Both teams in a pick'em scenario at minus 110 with the over-under at 9. Angels coming into this matchup 51-65. The Nationals 53-64. Pitching for the Angels is Griffin Canning with an ERA of 5.18. Pitching for the Nationals is Patrick Corbin with an ERA of 5.88. Canning, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 1 run, had 8 strikeouts. Corbin, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 6 strikeouts. The Angels losing to Washington yesterday 3-2. Even though they are good against Washington, 13-7 against them, 6-2 on the road, where they've been good on the road here. But we got Patrick Corbin on the mound, who's given up 17 runs in his last 3 starts. Just absolutely horrible here. Canning, 2 of his last 3 starts have been very good, giving up 1 in 2 of those 3 starts consecutively. Yeah, I'm liking the Angels on the road today. Pretty much always bet against Patrick Corbin. He just gives up too many runs here. Give me the Angels on the road today. Next matchup, we got the Cincinnati Reds versus the Milwaukee Brewers. Brewers opening up as home favorites at minus 150. The Reds plus 125 with the over-under at 8. Reds coming into this matchup 56-60. Brewers 66-49. Pitching for the Reds is Nick Martinez with an ERA of 3.43. Pitching for the Brewers is Tobias Myers with an ERA of 3.02. Martinez, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 5 strikeouts. Myers, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 1 run, had 2 strikeouts. Cincinnati coming off a Milwaukee loss yesterday, 8-3. A disappointing loss for them. Thought they would have been good dogs yesterday with Savale on the mound. Brewers on a 4-game winning streak right now. Cincinnati just 1-4 on the road against Milwaukee, where they've had their struggles. Myers coming off 2 good starts here. He's been very good on the mound. Martinez coming off the 0-run game, but his other games prior, he's given up 5 and 3 runs here, so it hasn't been that great on the mound. I think I got to take the Brewers at home today. Next matchup, we got the Cleveland Guardians versus the Minnesota Twins. Twins opening up as home favorites at minus 120. The Guardians plus 100 with the over-under at 8.5. Guardians coming into this matchup 67-49. The Twins 65-50. Pitching for the Guardians is Gavin Williams with an ERA of 4.91. Pitching for the Twins is Simeon Woods Richardson with an ERA of 3.87. Williams, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 6 runs, had 8 strikeouts. Richardson, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Cleveland on a 7-game losing streak right now. Bad stretch for the Guardians here. Minnesota on a 2-game winning streak, back-to-back wins against Cleveland. Yeah, Cleveland on a horrible stretch. Even though they've been good against Minnesota, they're just on a bad stretch right now. Minnesota 6-0 at home, where they've played very well. You got Williams coming off some bad games now, giving up 9 runs and 3 starts. I think I got to take the Twins at home today. Next matchup, we got the Detroit Tigers versus the San Francisco Giants. Giants opening up as home favorites at -250. Detroit plus 200 with the over-under at 7.5. Detroit coming into this matchup 55-62. The Giants 60-58. Pitching for the Giants is Logan Webb with an ERA of 3.42. Currently, it's undecided for the Tigers, so we'll see who ends up pitching for them when that does get announced. Webb, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 1 run, had 4 strikeouts, coming off 2 really good starts after 3 kind of rough games here. So he's on a nice 2-game stretch. Detroit on a 2-game losing streak, losing to the Giants yesterday 3-2. There's 3-7 in their last 10. Giants on a 3-game winning streak. They're playing pretty well right now. Detroit is just 1-4 on the road against the Giants, where they've really struggled here. I do like Logan Webb on the mound, coming off 2 good starts. We'll see who ends up pitching for the Tigers today, but I'm going to take the Giants at home in this one. Next matchup, we got the St. Louis Cardinals versus the Kansas City Royals. Royals opening up as home favorites at -135. The Cardinals plus 115 with the over-under at 9. Cardinals coming into this matchup 60-57. The Royals 64-53. Pitching for the Cardinals is Andre Palante with an ERA of 4.43. Pitching for the Royals is Michael Wacha with an ERA of 3.55. Palante, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 5 runs, had 2 strikeouts. Wacha, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 2 strikeouts. St. Louis coming off a Royals win yesterday, 8-5. Walker's definitely been the better of the 2 here lately. Consistently giving up about 2 or 3 runs in his last few. I don't know. I think the Cardinals are good dogs today. They're playing well this last week. Royals, I don't know, a bit of a struggle here this last week. I think I'll take a shot with the Cardinals plus 1.5 on the road today. Next matchup, we got the Baltimore Orioles versus the Tampa Bay Rays. Baltimore opening up as road favorites at -150. The Rays plus 130 with the over-under at 7.5. Baltimore coming into this matchup 69-48. The Rays 58-57. Pitching for Baltimore is Corbin Burns with an ERA of 2.69. Pitching for the Rays is Drew Rasmussen with an ERA of 0. Burns, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Rasmussen, his last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 7 strikeouts. Looks like Rasmussen is making his first start of the season, though. Coming off back-to-back 0-run games to end last season. Baltimore beating the Rays 4-1 yesterday. Baltimore 7-0 on the road against Tampa, 5-0 against Tampa straight up. They've been very good against Tampa Bay. Yeah, we'll see what Rasmussen's like, getting his first start of the season. But Baltimore, they've just been dominant against Tampa Bay here, and I got to take the Orioles on the road. Next matchup, we got the Chicago Cubs versus the Chicago White Sox. Cubs opening up as road favorites at -240. The White Sox plus 190 with the over-under at 9. Cubs coming into this matchup 58-60. The White Sox 28-90. Pitching for the Cubs is Justin Steele with an ERA of 3.50. Pitching for the White Sox is Chris Flexen with an ERA of 5.53. Steele, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Flexen, his last start, he pitched 1 inning, gave up 6 runs, had 3 strikeouts. The Cubs beating the White Sox yesterday 7-6. They're on a 3-game winning streak. White Sox, they've built back up their little 2-game losing streak right here. The Cubs are 6-1 against the White Sox, so they've been very good against them. The Don't love flexing on the mound. He's coming off a very bad game here. Yeah, I think I gotta take the Cubs on the road in this one. Next matchup, we got the Atlanta Braves versus the Colorado Rockies. Braves opening up as road favorites at -200. The Rockies +160 with the over-under at 10.5. Braves coming into this matchup 60-55. The Rockies 43-74. Pitching for the Braves is Max Fried with an ERA of 3.40. Let's see. Pitching for the Rockies is Dakota Hudson. Let's see. With an ERA of 5.84. Trying to find his pitching. Okay, yeah, Hudson, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Braves losing to the Rockies yesterday 6-5. They're on a 6-game losing streak. Bad stretch for the Braves. Figured they'd do good against the Rockies, but man, I just don't think they can be trusted right now. They're playing horrible. Even though they've been very good against the Rockies here, they've just been horrible. I'm sure they've killed your parlays if you played them. Fried giving up 11 runs in his last 3 starts. I mean, 2 of his last 3, he's gotten lit up here. I think I'll take a shot with the Rockies +1.5 at home today. Next matchup, we got the Philadelphia Phillies versus the Arizona Diamondbacks. Diamondbacks opening up as home favorites at -120. The Phillies +100 with the over-under at 8.5. Phillies coming into this matchup 69-47. Arizona 64-53. Pitching for the Phillies is Aaron Nola with an ERA of 3.60. Pitching for Arizona is Zach Gallen with an ERA of 3.75. Nola, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Gallen, his last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 5 runs, had 4 strikeouts. The Phillies, coming off an Arizona loss yesterday, 3-2, nice underdog win for Arizona, who are 8-2 in their last 10. I mean, they're playing well. Figured the Phillies would get it done with Wheeler on the mound yesterday, but couldn't do it. Both pitchers giving up some runs here. Overall, they've been decent, but yeah, I'm liking the Phillies as a slight underdog today here. You know, it was a close game yesterday. I'll take a shot with the Phillies +1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we got the Pittsburgh Pirates versus the Los Angeles Dodgers. Dodgers opening up as home favorites at -115. Pittsburgh -105 with the over-under at 8. Pirates coming into this matchup 56-59. The Dodgers 67-49. Pitching for the Pirates is Paul Skeens with an ERA of 1.99. Pitching for the Dodgers is River Ryan with an ERA of 1.72. Skeens, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Ryan, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Pittsburgh losing to the Dodgers yesterday 9-5. They're on a 5-game losing streak right now. They have not been good against the Dodgers. 2-4 against the Dodgers. 4-16 on the road against the Dodgers, where they've really struggled here. Skeens been amazing on the mound, but so is River Ryan. River Ryan's been very good here. This is a tough one because I do love Skeens on the mound, but both pitchers, you know, I'm liking both pitchers here. They're not giving up really any runs, but I just trust the Dodgers bats more than I do the Pirates. I like Skeens, but I just don't trust the bats around him, which we've seen plenty of times this season that have not sustained games for him. So I think I'm going to lean with the Dodgers at home in this one. Then the last matchup, we got the New York Mets versus the Seattle Mariners. Seattle opening up as home favorites at -135. The Mets +115 with the over-under at 7.5. Mets coming into this matchup 61-55. Seattle 61-56. Pitching for the Mets is Sean Manaea with an ERA of 3.30. Pitching for Seattle is Logan Gilbert with an ERA of 3.05. Manaea, his last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 10 strikeouts. Gilbert, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, had 7 strikeouts. The Mets coming off a Seattle loss yesterday, 6-0. Disappointing game from the Mets. I mean, they just did not show up yesterday. They are just 3-6 against Seattle. You got Manaea coming off back-to-back 0-run games here, so he's coming off some very quality starts. Gilbert, 2 of his last 3 starts has been very good. Besides that 7-run game, he's been coming off some good starts there. Yeah, I mean, I expect a big bounce back from the Mets today. Just a disappointing game yesterday, and I'm going to run it back with the Mets. Disappointing game. Manaea coming off a 2-game heater. Give me the Mets plus 1.5 on the road today. And that's going to be it for the video. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Saturday. Hope you guys all cash out, and I'll see you guys Sunday. Have a good one.